March is Nutrition Month, and we are celebrating accordingly here on CT Live. I have two dietitians joining me now, Max Goldstein, Danielle Sanders. They are from Yale New Haven Health. You guys are the experts when it comes to this. So we have an option today that's easy on the budget too, right?
Yeah, that is correct. So again, National Nutrition Month. Every week of the month, there's a theme. While we're here, we're doing this. The theme is eating well on a budget.
Love that.
We're all trying to save money right now,
Absolutely.
I think. And so the goal was to really come in and show that healthy eating can absolutely be affordable, but without sacrificing on like flavor and color, right? So we tried to put together this really beautiful spread.
Yeah.
And Danny and I came up with 3 tips and tricks for incorporating more plants into your diet while on a budget. So Dan's going to do number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first one is to really encourage the use of canned vegetables and beans and legumes.
Okay.
Now the big thing that people always worry about with canned vegetables is that potential for added sodium.
Yeah.
So you can always reach for low sodium options, the no salt added things in a can. But many people don't know this. Rinsing your canned vegetables can actually get up to half of that sodium off.
Half?
Yeah.
Up to half.
Incredible.
So we
Is
would
that
recommend
easy?
opening that can, letting the water run through until it runs clear.
Okay.
And then you've got an easy, affordable, canned vegetables cost about $1, and
Yeah.
it makes it easy to throw together a side dish or a main. We prepared a beautiful black bean burger today.
I love that.
Lots of protein, lots of fiber, very easy.
Yeah, very easy. That's ultimately the goal too. Okay, so what's our
Absolutely.
next tip?
Yeah, next tip. So I am the biggest proponent of frozen fruits and vegetables.
Yeah?
At any
Me
given
too.
time, I probably have more frozen stuff, more frozen produce in my house than I do fresh.
Okay.
And I think that's because we've all, with the best of intentions, bought like the big bag of fresh spinach, right? And then it sits
So real
in the
for
back
that.
of our
Yes.
crisper and gets kind of soggy and sad. And as it's actually leaching water, it's losing its nutritional value as
Okay.
well. And so with the frozen, it gets picked at its peak of ripeness, which is also peak nutrition quality.
Interesting.
And it kind of locks it in.
Okay.
And so stuff like frozen spinach, frozen kale, frozen berries for a smoothie, right? Excellent. But you can also roast frozen vegetables. And so this is our heartier stuff. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower.
Yeah.
Defrost them a little oil, some spices, pop it in the oven. Or we got our air fryer here
Even
today,
easier.
right?
Oh my gosh.
Super nice and crispy, and right? The
Even
only
easier.
thing that I'm worried about when you pick up a frozen bag of produce is I want to flip it around. If the only thing on this ingredient list is the produce,
vegetable, right.
it's just as nutritious as the fresh stuff,
Perfect.
just like our canned stuff lasts forever.
Yeah.
Right? So again, maybe slightly more expensive, but that longer shelf life really kind of brings the cost down.
Yeah, I love that. That makes life a lot easier for a lot of people. Let's
Yes.
talk about that third tip really quick.
And the third one, a lot of us really like that fresh produce. So
Yeah.
we would say look for those things that, unlike that bag of spinach, last a long time in your fridge. I'm talking cabbage, carrots, onions, potatoes, those sorts of things. For the cost, they go a long way.
affordable, yeah.
So affordable.
Yeah.
I think a head of cabbage, maybe 60 cents or
Yeah,
so.
brilliant.
And this was only half a head of cabbage. We made this huge bowl of this beautiful slaw.
Yeah.
We did our own vinaigrette, healthier, probably tastes a little bit better than something
Yeah.
you have at the store, using stuff you probably have in your pantry.
Yeah.
A little vinegar, a little oil. And so this is a nice addition to your black bean burgers.
A
Your
whole meal
Brussels
right here.
sprouts, you can put the slaw on top of the burger.
Yeah.
And notice all the plants that we have here,
Yeah.
really making it balanced, healthy,
Yeah.
affordable.
Yeah, because I think if you had to summarize, hey, we're trying to eat a little bit healthier, it would sort of be eat more plants.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think people have this notion that that's going to be way more expensive, again, because of the shelf life, because of the cost of maybe some of our more expensive plants. And in reality, incorporating more plants on your plate does not have to be more expensive. We really wanted to show how it can be easy and how you can use a lot of this stuff in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. $2, maybe $3.
Yeah.
$10 right here, and that's your meal. Guys, we appreciate you coming in. Thanks so much for making this easy and palatable for a lot of us. All right, CT Live will be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.